Hey guys, today is Saturday, and that means I'm exactly 4 weeks out, and I'm also 8 weeks out. I'm 4 weeks out and I'm 8 weeks out, and I am feeling really good today. I'm feeling really good today. And you know, if you've been following along with my prep vlogs, you'll know that the past week was insane. You know, with my grandma passing away, and we just had the funeral yesterday actually, and it was a beautiful service, and we just feel this feel of like relief. You know, it's hard to explain, but it was just really nice to you know, go to the funeral and kind of have that closure a little bit. So yeah, I feel really good today. I feel calm. I had a really good sleep last night. I'm making good progress in my prep, and I'm just feeling good. And that's actually huge for me, because I remember last year at 4 weeks out, I had a complete breakdown. And considering the amount of things happening this prep, and for me to be this like mentally calm, I'm really proud of how far I've come in that aspect. But yeah, I'm just about to make one of my final meals. I'm about to make my soulfish and my broccoli, and we still haven't changed my calories. We have been at the same calories for 5 weeks now, and my weight just keeps dropping. My cardio is the same. It's still at 1,000 calories, which, mind me, it is quite a bit of cardio, but my weight is dropping. I'm getting leaner, so we don't feel the need to drop my food, so I'm not starving, which is super cool. I just kind of wanted to fill you guys in on like the situation right now. So I'm home by myself, and if you have followed along with my prep vlogs, you'll know that my mom and my stepdad got a separation. They were together for 10 years. And literally 4 days ago, he packed his stuff and drove away, left. So it is literally just me and my mom now. Just me and my mom in the whole house. We have the whole house together. And I honestly, I feel really happy. I feel really happy. I'm glad that it's just me and my mom. Obviously it's sad that, you know, he left and he went across Canada, and like it did not end well, but you know, I just know that my mom is so much better off, and she just deserves so much better, and I know that me and her are gonna become so strong together, and we have each other, and that's all that matters, is we have each other. And right now she's out getting groceries, so I am just here by myself. But I'm noticing like I'm doing more stuff. I'm like doing chores, and I'm cleaning the house, and it's just so spick and span all the time, and I don't know, it just makes me feel happy. So it just feels nice to like be so accepting of these things, and you know, happy despite everything that's happened. And yeah, I really like having the house with me and my mom, and you know, like we're making plans to go and maybe go on a trip, and like maybe start an Airbnb in our house, because we have all this space now. And it's just like, you know what it reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of Mamma Mia. Like, my mom is Meryl Streep. Literally the mom and the daughter from Mamma Mia. That is me and my mom right now.
Do you like mushrooms?
No, not necessarily. Not in my meal plan. Thank you for the asparagus and the green peppers.
And the sweet potatoes.
And the sweet potatoes.
And the egg whites.
And the egg whites.
And that's it. And I bought
Oh, well, I can't.
a couple of bad things.
I can't have any of that. That's for you.
No, because I'm like, what's there to eat?
Well, thanks for all the prep stuff, yeah.
You're welcome.
This is what I'm having for dinner. I've got, well, I ate some of it, but 100 grams of sole, 40 grams of rice, and 90 grams of broccoli. And then I also have my salad. My salad I was actually supposed to have at lunchtime, but I didn't get a chance to eat it today, so I'm having it alongside my dinner. This is actually one of my favorite meals. I actually really look forward to having my fish. And on top for the seasoning, I just put coconut aminos. Alright guys, today is Thursday, May 23rd. I am 3 weeks out in 2 days, and I figured I would end this vlog with a little bit of a Q&A, as I did in a previous video. So I put on my Instagram for you guys to ask me some questions, and let's see, we got a lot of them. I'm probably only going to choose 1 or 2 questions to answer. Okay, so this question is, what was the hardest thing this prep? And I know exactly what my answer is, but it's also based on the situation that I'm in and everything that has happened during this prep. The hardest thing this prep definitely has been my job. So I've never really talked about my job or what I do outside from social media. I am a hostess. I work at a restaurant. I actually work at, it's a pretty nice restaurant, and I am so grateful for everyone that I work with, and they're so understanding and just amazing, and it's definitely hard to work in the restaurant industry when you are on prep. It is very hard, especially because you don't really get breaks. And I find it's really hard for me in particular because, for example, everybody else I work with, like, they can just pack away like a 3,000 calorie meal before their shift and then they're good to go for the day. They can stay on the floor for hours and hours and hours and they're fine, they got energy. When I'm in a caloric deficit and I just went to the gym and burned 1,000 calories and then I gotta run around a restaurant like a chicken with its head cut off, that by far has been the most challenging thing for me this prep, is working. I remember last prep I was actually a server in a retirement home and I was working, I think I was working like 8 days in a row, like 8-hour shifts, 8 days in a row. Like I was really busting it last year, but it was different because I didn't have all these life events happening in my, like, happening at the same time. So when I'm in a deficit and I'm trying to do my job, but I also have all of this emotional trauma going on, it is just so hard for me to focus and to work. And I actually had to take a leave of absence from work. I texted my manager 2 days ago and I said, hey, my grandma just passed away. My stepdad just left. I'm still mourning my dad who died last year. Like, but yeah, it got to the point in the restaurant where I would seat a family and then I would get emotional because I would see this family and like they're out, they're enjoying each other, they have each other, and I don't have that. I have my mom. And like, the physical labor aside, like running around the restaurant, I could deal with that, but the emotional side of things this time around, this prep, it is so heavy that I don't feel okay. Like, emotionally, I don't feel okay to be at work. The last shift that I worked, I got so emotional. My manager actually came up to me and was like, do you need a hug? Like, you're not okay with what's going on. And I was like, well, to be honest, this is what's going on in my family life. Like, there's a lot of things happening. So I guess to answer that question, the hardest thing about this prep is definitely like all the life stuff that's going on. It kind of just feels like life is kicking me when I'm down. And then also my job, it's just really hard. Just really hard. I feel like personally for me, if I am to continue competing, which I definitely want to do, I should really consider, like, you know, doing online training or getting a desk job, something where I can sit and, you know, sit and not have to like be in the public, and especially not around food. Like, I'm pretty good when it comes to being around food, but it's getting to the point where I'm like, I see a big plate of yam fries go right in front of my face and I'm just like, okay, just close your eyes. It's not happening. Definitely working like in a restaurant has been very tough, and seeing families and, you know, just being like, oh my God. But my manager was so understanding and she was like, you know what, just take whatever time you need. Like, I wish you the best of luck for your competition season, and you text me as soon as you want to come back. And so I don't really know how long I'm going to take off of work. I definitely know that I need to focus for the next little bit for the competitions, and I had booked off a lot of time for the competitions anyway, so I had most of the summer off anyway, but it was just getting to the point where I was becoming so emotional at work because of everything going on in my home life. And if I'm this depleted and I'm not eating enough and I don't have energy, it's really hard for me to contain those emotions, and I will end up crying, and I just don't feel like I'm emotionally capable of being in a situation like that. That was actually really hard for me to answer. You know, I like to be as honest as I can with you guys, and I hate having to admit that I am not able to do something. Like, I want to be able to do these things. I want to be able to work, and I want to be able to do all of the things at once, but it's one thing to be on prep and to be working, and then it's another thing to be on prep and be working, and then also having your family literally fall apart in front of you. So I feel like just emotionally, I am just exhausted, and for me, I just need to take care of myself and focus on the prep and focus on just being there for my mom. That's the biggest thing for me. And like, in terms of money, I honestly am not. Money is like the last thing that I'm worrying about. If I am not okay emotionally, then money doesn't mean anything. I have my check-in tomorrow. I'll probably include the changes in the next prep vlog. So far there's nothing new with my prep. As far as I know, I'm 107 pounds right now. That's on my analog scale. I actually bought a new scale, so I have a digital scale too. The digital scale says I'm 111, so whatever. But I am 2 pounds above my stage weight from last year, so I am itty bitty right now, and it's kind of interesting. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, and also I want you guys to mark your calendars, because on June 3rd, there is going to be a massive Gymshark summer sale. And if you are a Gymshark fan, you know Gymshark barely has any sales. So this is important. Mark your calendars, Gymshark summer sale, June 3rd. I will be making more videos about it, including some products and the sale prices and everything. But I just want you guys to know that there is a big sale coming on June 3rd, okay? Okay? All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next prep vlog.